Hello, 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 you beautiful YouTube people. Some of you guys are still over here in the TikTok land, so we are going to give you some time to come over here to YouTube. That's right, we are live over here on YouTube, same name. Hi, YouTube. Thank you guys for being here. First of all, okay, we got Beverly Hills recap that is out. We got a Miami recap that is out. One thing that I didn't touch on in the Miami recap is that I don't like have Alexia and Adriana patched it up clearly, so clearly for the sake of the show. And then in the car on the way to the New Horizons joint, Adriana is talking that shit. And I'm like, what? I thought we had patched it up here. I didn't like that at all. Kyle knew. Kyle knew that she had absolutely no business mentioning Mauricio's tattoo to Mauricio's mother. Okay. Now, please keep in mind, because some of y'all be like, oh, well, he's grown. Why does it even matter? They are Jewish. Okay. Remember, Kyle converted for Mauricio. Okay. And they don't do the tattoos. They believe that if you have the tattoos, you cannot be buried with your ancestors and with your family. Okay. So that is a big deal. And she knew it was a big deal because she immediately turned around and was like, oh, or maybe not. And then when she told him that she said, or maybe not, or she told him rather that she said, or maybe not, implying that she knew that her statement to his mother was out of pocket. Then we didn't need to be talking about the tattoos on Mauricio's body. We should have only ever been talking about the tattoos on your body. Okay. Again, if you are on TikTok, you want to make your way over to YouTube. We are here live on YouTube. You can leave your comment, be a part of the conversation here with us on YouTube. Okay, let's start off with Real Housewives, Ultimate Girls Trip slash Ramona slash Bravo slash. Okay. So Ramona lost her job at her real estate agency. Good night. She lost her job at her real estate agency, okay, because of more so because of the page 6 text message wherein she referenced or spoke about or kind of used the N-word. Hey Tammy, welcome, welcome, welcome. I told y'all before that it's performative in that Ramona has always been this person. She didn't just become this person. So she's always been this person. You guys have always been okay with employing her. You guys have always been okay with giving her a job. And so why the big ruckus now? It's because we know. Hi, DK. It's because we now know the curtain has been pulled back, if you will. Okay. Now, we find out today, according to TV Deets, that Peacock is still going to air Roni Legacy. This is Ramona Zinger, Sonia Morgan, Luann, Luann de Lesseps, Kelly Ben Simone. Who else? Am I missing anybody from that one? Haley says Ramona needs to be put on a full-time pause. Like, listen, she just needs to hello Mary, hello, welcome again. If you are on TikTok, you want to be moving on over to YouTube. We have a ball over here. Okay. So Peacock announced that they are going to put out Roni Legacy Ultimate Girls Trip. It's only going to be on Peacock, which is how it normally is. And again, I say you're missing the point. If you were still going to put out the Roni Legacy, then you might as well let the little girl go to BravoCon and let her just get grilled at BravoCon. If you were still going to put her on Roni Legacy, I fail to see what is entertaining about a obvious racist person. Like, y'all, I didn't even intend for that simple water to be that long. Okay. But that was good. That thing blessed me. Hold on. I didn't even know we was going to hydrate that much, but that was some good water. Could y'all imagine if I was like Marisol and there wasn't really any water in my cup? What is up with Julia? Why does Julia want to have an issue with Marisol this season? Like what are we doing? Like what are it just seems like Marisol breathes and Julia is talking about her even if Marisol not in the room. Okay. For those of you over here on TikTok, we are live over here on YouTube. Listen, if I was Marisol, Alexia and I would have had a very long conversation about our friendship and what support looks like in our friendship if that were me, okay? Because fine. You want to say, "Well, I know you're not a bad friend. You know you're not a bad friend. I don't need to defend you to Julia." I could see a world wherein I'm like, okay, cool, kind of, I'll go with that. But at the point in which Julia literally said, you said you would not come if Adriana was here. And then when you found out we were all here, you came anyway. Why didn't Alexia at that point stand up and say, "Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. She tried not to come. I told her I needed her here." Like, why is that not something we said? I didn't understand that. I didn't like that. While we're on the topic of Bravo shows, BravoCon is happening now, baby. No tea, no shade. If you gave Bravo, NBC, Vegas, all the people, all your hard-earned monies when everything is expensive out here, I congratulate you. Me, nobody asked me to come to BravoCon. Therefore, I could not spend my hard-earned US American dollars on BravoCon. I just could not. I could not do it. Okay. It wasn't, that's not how me and my homegirls are set up. Nevertheless, BravoCon is here. Vegas hospitality workers are not yet on strike. So all is well in the world. Okay. I am going to be getting little tidbits of the tea at BravoCon as BravoCon progress. Okay. And I'll be sharing it with you. Again, if you were here on TikTok, you really should be over here on YouTube. All right. Bravo wasn't getting my coin. I can watch it later on YouTube. Amen. In the words of EKA, motherfucking man. Okay. Like, did you see the price for the SVIP? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Vegas is not for me. Mary Redactor said, listen, Vegas is for me. With a bunch of housewives and housewife wannabes, okay? Like, and then content creators. It was just, it was going to be a lot in which I would have been here for, just not on my dime. Not on my dime. Thousands of dollars is what that SVIP ticket was going to cost. And it was over 1500 that wasn't going to be coming out of my bank account. Again, if somebody would have given me a ticket, I would have happily been there, but I was not going to be able to do it out of my own pocket. Okay. Nevertheless, some people did, and those people, we thank them, and we will be getting the tea from them, and I will be sharing it with you. So, stay tuned as we talk about BravoCon. For thousands, I could do so much in real life. And that's what I said. I said, I can't. At the end of the day, BravoCon is NBCU con. Imagine me giving NBCU thousands of dollars. You better imaginate it real good, because you won't be seeing it in reality. Imaginate on purpose before y'all English teachers come. Andy was giving away BravoCon tickets on IG earlier. Well, now it's too late. All the hotels is booked. I mean, like, good for him for giving out the tickets. I'm just saying it's too late for me. You know what I mean? The last minute. I am going to enjoy it from my couch in this robe, and I'll chit chat with y'all about it. And that's going to have to be enough. Okay. That is going to have to be enough. For that much, I'll go to Vegas and see Usher at the Super Bowl. See, now you cooking with Chris Scott Tammy. Okay. That's sign me up for that. Put my name on the list for that. Next year, put up a fund and we can all donate for you to go try. Listen, if y'all is going to donate some money, I rather y'all, and I appreciate it, I really do, but I rather y'all donate something to me for something that I own. BravoCon is a fleeting moment. And while it'd be fun to be there and commentate and bring y'all back the tea, if y'all was going to donate money to me, money in which y'all work for, I rather own whatever was being donated. Look at this one. It's going to be on YouTube and then eventually on Peacock, child. Listen, I like being in my bed or right here in my little office chair. There is a TV right over here, and I will swivel that chair right on around and love it. Listen, on today, that's what I'm saying. If you donate money to me, donate money for a Stanley. Amen. Let's get into Ripley's Believe It or Not biggest Stanley collection. Let's have real fun that we can all remember. Like, oh my God. Thanks to the one and only Tammy Bolds. That's not Tammy. Hold on. I've got to learn how to click buttons first. Tammy sent me this story, child. Vincent the Herbert. I will never understand the fall from grace that was. I don't know if anybody watched Mary Mary when they had their reality show. And remember at the end, Warren Campbell was contemplating taking this loan. It was kind of like the plot of Barbershop, right? I feel like Vincent Herbert did what Warren Campbell didn't. Like he took the bait. So, he had already done the car repossessions and the home foreclosures, and we had already done the fall from grace money-wise. We also know that he did not show up in court for Tamar, so her divorce was granted to her that way when they were getting divorced. But now we find out that in 2018, he went to a jeweler, had some jewelry made or purchased, okay? Told the people, I'm Vincent the Herbert, I'm a music exec, I'm woo. They gave him a line of credit. He walked out with the jewelry, no money down. Okay? My God, if we could all be so fortunate. First bill comes around, $20,000 is due. He writes a check, the check, boom, bounces. Basketball season, okay? They call him and they say, hey, when we going to get the 20, because the check bounce, when we going to get the 20 and then the rest of the money that you owe us? And basically Vincent didn't come up off of the money. We are talking a tune of about $70,000. Okay. I don't understand. I don't get it. And it makes me sad because I just seen him up on the stage with Tamar, and I did a little video like, oh my God, we love you. We're rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. You know what I mean? And then it's like, you still out here not paying your bills, Vincent. That was part of the problem in the first place. Pay your bills. I just said it in the Miami video. If you got it, flaunt it. If not, you ain't got to lie, Craig. You do not have to lie, child. Never got a lie to kick it, okay? Warren had morals. He found a way, each and every way, to get out of debt. That man said, I will open up a church before I will be indebted to the Lord before I ever am indebted to these hood men. And to that I say, listen. Have you seen the conversation? Okay, so the question is, I saw it on So Shameless. I believe they got it off of Twitter. The question is, if you are walking down the street with your partner and a group of men walk up, smack you on the ass, and then keep going, how would you want your partner to defend you? I'll give you some time in the comments. Listen, this is a real experience. I talk, y'all talk back. We having a conversation, okay? So again, you're walking down the street with your partner. Y'all are holding hands. Y'all walking down the street, okay? And a group of men, dogs, if you will, walk by, smack you on the butt. How do you want your partner to protect you? In the meantime, in between time, Tammy says, let's not forget Warren started out with Death Row Records. Okay. A lot of people were on Death Row Records. Karen Clark Shield and Kiki Sheard, excuse me, Karen Clark Sheard and Kiki Sheard at one point were signed to Death Row. A lot of people have been on Death Row Records. I'll give you some time to type. Again, the question is, if you were walking down the street with your partner, you and your partner walking hand in hand, y'all is just singing Mary Poppins show tunes, okay? And a group of men walk by, one of them smacks you on your butt. How do you want your partner to defend you? I saw this question on So Shameless podcast. I believe they got it off of Twitter. And the person on the show, whom I agree with wholeheartedly, said, I want my partner in that moment to say, come on, babe, let's keep walking. Okay. Yeah. Mary says, my partner is old. I don't want him to do nothing. Okay. Essentially, what me and the young lady on So Shameless were saying, listen, I want you to say, keep it pushing. The numbers aren't in your favor. Our job is always to make it home to one another, to our kid. Our job is to make it home. Okay. So I want you to do whatever you need to do. This is with a pack of hyenas on the street or with the police. I want you to do whatever you need to do to make it home. You can get the police officer's badge number. You could remember them people that hit me on the behind, and in your head be like, until you do right by me, whatever, but do it at home. You know what I mean? Do it at home. Listen, Warren said he will pimp thine wife out. You will get out there and sing if I need you to. Thank you for answering the question, Mary. Haley said, Mary said, well, he is old. What do you want me to do? Okay. Speaking of husbands, yesterday, Dr. Greg's new wife. We are back in Bravo land. We are talking about Married to Medicine. Okay. Dr. Greg's new wife does her Architect Digest version of a house tour, wherein they tour her and her husband's home. And while you were watching the tour, you might say to yourself might say, that house looks familiar. And then you will know it to be the house that Quad and Dr. G lived in. The house that you have seen on so many episodes of Married to Medicine prior. It is the same house, okay? Taking a break, going backwards to Karen and Kiki being signed to Death Row. Yes, the Kojic girls was on Death Row record. Kiki was rapping. Karen was singing. They was a little duo group, pop. My man would throw hands, child. And listen, again, the job is to make it home now. If you want to show me as a man that you are a man who got hands, you can box it out. Get you a little boxing bag, okay? We already we down bad. It's a gaggle of them men. It's one of you and me. I don't even really count as one person in this physical competition with the gaggle of men who was bold enough to smack my ass while I was walking with you. Locked fingers. You win. So sorry. Okay. Listen. Back to Married to Medicine. Timmy said, Greg said he ain't Eugene and Toya. And this is one time where he should have been. Okay. Let me tell you, more than T living in Quad's old house, and I said this in the video, it is a house. It's not a home. People make the homes. Families make the homes. So when Quad left with that sleep number, she took the home. She took her version of the home up out of there. I really do believe that. Okay. It is just a house. It is just things. However, the part that got me is it ain't even been no upgrades in that house. Follow me. It ain't been no upgrades in that house. I'm looking at the same cabinets. I'm looking at the same stove. I'm looking at the same backsplash that I was looking at when I was looking at Quad standing in front of it. If you and that man love that house so much and you wasn't going to sell it, y'all wasn't going to put the profits towards another house that had new, fresh energy, my God, the least you could do is switch out the backsplash. goddamn, I can't get no renovation out this motherfucker. We can't go to Home Depot and put no new laminate over the countertop. We can't go to IKEA and switch out the cabinetry. Oh my God, that is the part that gagged me more than her walking around. Because who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who cares that it's the same house? Listen, whatever. And also, if we was talking about us, you know what I'm saying? We talking about people who like to tell it we are wealthy, we are rich, and we live like this, and we are the elite community. Damn, we couldn't change the backsplash. Somebody said on my Instagram comments one time they had 42nd hand embarrassment. This is 43rd. I swear, for Jesus. Scouts honor. The kitchen looked the exact same as it did when Quad was in the kitchen first telling us about her cookbook. Oh, because she been watching Married to Medicine the whole time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Quad said, you could keep the house. I'm taking it home. And she took that sleep number. What that one creator say? Listen. It's Thursday. It's 9:20 Eastern. If you are on the East Coast, you might be getting ready to watch Sari get evicted about a Big Brother. I know Sari want to leave about a Big Brother. I hate that it went down the way that it went down. So there is a part of me that hopes that they flip the vote and that they kick Felicia out. That's all I'm saying. Kim and North. So Northwest tells Kim Kardashian, her mother, that she likes going to Ye's house because he doesn't have a chef, he doesn't have a nanny, he doesn't have security. Again, I did not expect this video to do damn near 15,000 views in 4 hours. I'm baffled, okay? That being said, I want to make it very clear that that little 10-year-old like it over there where she got more freedoms and she like it way more than her house where her mother is helicoptering over her and she got to create content, all of that. The issue is the mother who thinks that this is a cute, relatable story to tell people. My God, please don't put stuff like this on my computer screen. Bowie Jane is going to win. We don't want that energy. We don't want that energy. Ain't no way I'll be the new wife living in my man's house where his ex-wife decorated and built this thing. She's living Quad's life fully. Now on renovation app. Not now. I'm trying to tell you, if you watch that video, you know. First of all, Kanye is not cooking and cleaning, and Kanye got security. Let's just stop. Okay. It's just not as smothering and as loud as Kim's security. Okay. The issue, like I said, though, is Kim sharing the story as if the story is somewhat relatable. Oh my God, she saw his apartment and was like, why don't we have an apartment? Like, that is the issue. Okay. North obviously being a kid and saying like, oh, there's no real structure at Dad's house. Like, if there isn't, you know, I want that. Like, duh. Don't we? I want someplace with no real structure where my bills is paid, my meals show up. I get to wear my dad's old chains from. Like, hello. Like, is it on? I'd like that too. Listen. Before we switch over to Keith Lee, it is a lot on the internet. We just celebrated, I don't know, celebrated is the word, but we just acknowledged the 1-year anniversary of Takeoff's passing. Some places there were some videos floating around. We saw the hockey player who was unalived on the hockey ice field.
Just on the ice.
On the ice. Okay. And today CNN showed Y'all know what CNN showed. I'm not even going to try and figure out what words I can and can't use here. The television was orange for like 15 minutes, as if we didn't know what was happening when things said and boom. And all I'm saying, right? All I'm saying in all of this is take the breaks that you need to take. I know there are people on the internet who want to say, you should look, and looking away is a luxury. You have to ingest the content, the amount of content that is good for you and your mental health. Because you're also no good in the fight if you aren't in the fight, right? Right. That man, he got his own content. Child, he is doing his little thing. I can't even be I can't even have an opinion at the speed in which he does it at this point, because he is making him little content. We is proud of him. It's the little engineer.
Y'all talking about me?
Mm-hmm, we are talking about you.
That is ridiculous.
Excuse me. But yes, ingest what you can ingest, because again, you can't be helpful to the fight if you're not in the fight. Now, for those of y'all who were in the lives, whether you were here on TikTok, if you was on TikTok now, you should be on YouTube. I'm not going. Okay, don't make me pinch your little thighs now. Get ye on YouTube. But for those of you who may not follow my husband, y'all know that you may not know that he is growing his mustache out for the month of November in support of men's health awareness, because they don't be liking to get their prostate checked, and men. And I don't know why. Mental health awareness, because they don't like to go to the therapist. They don't want nobody to probe in their prostate or in their brain. But in support of that, I guess I gotta be tortured. So he is growing. I'm in the middle of a live show, sir. He is growing his mustache out. I love that for y'all and the journey that all of y'all seem to be on. And if you were a man, please, if you have not and you feel like you might need to seek therapy, if you're a man, actually seek therapy, because that in and of itself is criminal, and so criminals should be in therapy. There you go. Moving on. Keith Lee. Okay.
Aged in an ATL, didn't he?
I don't listen. First of all,
he came out of ATL like Barack came out of his presidency. He was like, "Hold up, I might have to postpone this tour."
You doing all this talking as if the mic is really gonna pick you up.
I'm just talking to you,
but we're not gonna be able to hear you. Okay. The thing is, Atlanta food service always been shit on the stick. So it ain't nothing. Oh no, don't leave now that you done crumple in the paper. Stay. This man came in here, talked in the background as if this mic was gonna pick it up, crumpled 50 papers of Reese's Pieces, and then left.
You said Mike didn't pick it up.
Thank you. You see, YouTube. You see how he respects y'all, right? I don't understand. I don't understand why the Real Milk and Honey had to respond that way. I don't understand why they had. Well, I do understand why they decided to be petty in that nature. A lot of business owners in Atlanta get used to the money that they make in Atlanta and the status that they have in Atlanta, and they begin to think that the world is Atlanta. And it don't work like that nowhere other than Atlanta. When people on this internet tell you that Atlanta is one of the most unserious places you have ever been, that is what they mean. That is what they mean. Only in Atlanta, in a world where public transportation doesn't really exist, could people live and not have no job and somehow make it from the south side to the east side, from the north side to the west side. Atlanta is very, very unserious. There is a gentleman, a TikTok creator. He told a story. He was in Atlanta. It was 2:00 in the morning. Again, in its unseriousness, Atlanta does not, they want to feel like, oh, we're a Bible Belt state. We don't do certain things, but they do certain things. You know what I'm saying? So they don't like to acknowledge that they are the city that never sleeps. So things shut down rather early. Okay. This creator is there. It's 2:00 in the morning. He finds a place that's open. He orders it for pickup. He goes down to the lobby. He is waiting on an Uber, getting ready to call an Uber, and somebody was just coming from completing their Uber ride. And they were like, well, I'll go pick it up for you. How much? Whatever. He goes, oh, I'll charge you $10. He goes, okay, cool. Gives the guy $10 to go pick up the food. This man ordered lamb chops, mashed potatoes, $50 worth of food. Okay. The man took his $10 and his food, never came back. Atlanta is a very unserious place. Just when you think you on your toes and you can't get got, you get got in the way that you ain't never got before. Only in Atlanta can you go to a Falcons game and there also be, because it's right across the street from a church service going on, and church be emptying out the church of the Lord while people in the parking lot of the church of the Lord is offering you parking for $75 a parking spot. Because they can. Atlanta's not real. It's just not real. Like, I don't be knowing the order in which they go in. First of all, Florida is not a real place. So I don't even put Florida on the list of real places. However, Keith Lee comes, he turns the restaurant industry upside down in Atlanta by simply vocalizing the same complaints that the people of Atlanta have been complaining about for a very long time. Okay. He then goes on to that sneeze tried to get me to meet Jesus.
You good?
Hello?
Bless you.
I was almost up out of here.
I felt
that close. I damn near became an ancestor.
Yeah, the lights
I know they did. Stay away from the light, Carol. I'm glad to be in the service though. Amen. No, what you had smells good though. So Keith Lee does his video wherein he tells us, like, you know, not too much with the threats and all of this. And he tells us that every restaurant that he went to, he had been invited to either by the staff or via DM, like small places like the Jamaican restaurant that he went to. Now, I don't know where we got to the point where we were playing devil's advocate on Keith Lee, because while there are two sides to every coin, right? Everybody knew, everybody at every establishment knew that he was going to be at said establishment. What is the other side of the coin other than you already have bad customer service practices? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you were used to, and you were so used to your bad ways that you're shocked when somebody says, hey, your ways are bad. Shall I give them the Paschetti analogy? The husband says, no. He says, I should spare you. Another time. It's Atlanta. Like, I don't know. We told you to go to Atlanta and find you some soul food. That's what we told you to do. We ain't tell you to go to Atlanta and go have brunch. That's what the people in Atlanta do, because that they live there and they need an escape. You got to go do the stuff that the people of the city is sick of. The regular people, the little hole in the wall stuff, like the Jamaican spot that he went to. He should have went to the north side. He should have been all up and down Lawrence Highway and just in the mom and pops. He shouldn't have been. What you doing in Atlanta? Who told you to go to Buckhead? Who told you?
Try to do the thing that everybody
downtown.
People
ain't nobody told you to go downtown since SWV.
He did all the vicarious stuff. oh man, if I go to Atlanta, I want to try this, this, and this. He did those things. He did it. He should have got a shape up in a strange place. That's what he should have did and reviewed that.
Get out. Everybody clap it up for the husband. He's leaving. Woo! It was a great appearance from you. Good job. You did it. Toodaloo. Thank you. No, shut the door. Y'all pray for the man. Okay. Y'all just pray for the man. I don't know. I don't know. I was scrolling down my timeline, and we've got more from the little YouTube family. The white man, Nikki, is the wife's name, and then I don't know the white man's name, child. But we got some more from them because the man doesn't want to get a job, and that's unfortunate. And where I'm confused is I'm confused. YouTube, are the checks that good? This man will get on Blue Ivy's internet every day and do everything but go apply for a real job. And that is just something that I just can't seem to understand. I can't seem to get my head around. Moment commercial, if you will. There are recaps of Miami and Beverly Hills out on this YouTube page. If you have not watched it yet, go get your life. Also, we have an episode with Greg Howard Jr. out. We do have an episode with Tree coming. There were some sound issues. The man is working on it, okay? He's getting the audio and stuff together because he's the best producer you ever did see. But that episode is coming, so that will be Tree Doll Hairs on TikTok. And then next week you will have an episode from Felicia for the Win. In Reality Check Podcast. Diana and Mare from Reality Check Podcast. If you guys aren't following Stripped Podcasts on Spotify, really, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you are doing. We are getting ready to close this year out with some great conversations with some great people. We've got a conversation with Buffy, formerly of Married to Medicine, coming up. We are working on a conversation with Leah McSweeney, currently of he is the best audio engineer. Yes, he is. We've got conversations with Leah McSweeney, formerly of Real Housewives of New York, coming up. Hopefully we are able to get a date pinned down with her soon. So all of those conversations will be happening in the meantime. In between time, if you haven't caught them, we've got conversations with Culture Work. We've got conversations with Nosy Bystanders. We got conversations with, y'all know I got to get my little paper. Althea. Okay, formerly of Love and Hip Hop. I thought Althea's conversation was really good. We had a talk about essentially respect inside of relationships, but the idea of making sure that you are ready for the spouse that you say you want. So many times you're just like, this is what we want. We want this, we want this, we want this. And you're going down the list and you're not even making sure you're ready to receive that. You know what I mean? If you can reciprocate equally, you know what I mean? You're not really ready to be in relationship. You just want to be in relationship. We have conversations with Ashley Brooke. She is currently the Brooke Ashley, is out at BravoCon. So we will be having some more conversations with her, getting the tea. I told you we've got some people and some eyes and some ears out in Vegas for BravoCon. So we will be getting some exclusive BravoCon tea for you guys. Caitlin, Besties by Bravo, who has also been on the podcast, is also out there. So again, like I said, I've got a lot of eyes and ears working. do whatever you want in the comments if you are over Blueface and Krishan. That's what I want to know. Also, this might be a little niche for the YouTubers. I don't know if they be on the tickety talks like that. But child, E. Kane done went and bailed Chris out of jail. Because he was back in there. He was back in the jail cells. All right. While we wait on you to tell us how you feel about Krishan and Blueface, I've got a story for you found here in my cards. Please hold. Get ready for this one. And I know we talked about them yesterday, but baby, I can't wait. I can't wait. Amy and TJ got them a podcast on iHeartRadio. I was over Blueface when he played football for Fayetteville State University. I know that's right. Amy and TJ got a podcast. Y'all, I live. I told you last night on this live why I live for Amy and TJ and how I feel about their situation. And so I'll spare you. We won't have to do it again. But I cannot wait to hear what they are going to give us on iHeart. I predict I would like it to be a little bit of their take on current events mixed with relationship talk. I want to get down to the nitty gritty. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. That is what I want to do. Okay. I want to talk about it. Listen, what else do we have to cover before we jump off of here? Best content producer in the world. Have we taken care of all of the news that we need to take care of? Whether you were here on TikTok or whether you were here on YouTube, y'all make sure you follow Pecan Tan or Tammy Bolds if you're here on YouTube. Make sure you follow Tammy, affectionately known as Norm. She is, as she says, the best virtual content producer ever. Norm has been here and been rocking with us damn near since day one. At this point, I don't remember a point where she wasn't here, where I didn't see her name. What are they going to call it? Cheating? No, it's going to be called TJ and Amy. It's going to be called TJ and Amy. Listen, I love it. Norm is absolutely the best. Whoop it up. Let's whoop it up for Norm one time. TJ and Amy, and they're going to be giving you that man's time. They're going to be giving you, I guess, relationship advice. I don't know. Nelly and Ashanti are still going strong. She did buy him that Impala that he wanted, and that man sobbed. Okay, we love to see a Black man in touch with their feelings, similarly to how Keith Lee sobbed when Ronnie got him that car. Also, how you don't know what Ronnie looked like? How you don't do your research? How you invite people to your restaurant and you don't know what the people that be with the people look like? You know them plastic cup boys when you see Kevin Hart, and then why you don't know Ronnie? What are we doing? It's giving. I want to be hip and go do this because the kids say it's hip and cool, but not really. They really care about Keith Lee. They really enjoy the light that he's shining. None of that. None of that. Yes, we've got new robes coming again. If you want my P.O. box so that you can send me some Stanleys, just let me know. That's all you gotta do. I am so excited for the robes as well. If you were here in the live yesterday, you got a little sneak peek of the robe. It is so cute. Honestly, so excited. Don't even know what to do with myself. Guys, listen, Potomac we got 3 days and then we on a roll. Potomac is going to be out. Married to Medicine is going to be out. You know, we in the middle of Beverly Hills. We are in the middle of Miami. Okay. So I got my handy dandy notebook. If y'all have been chit chatters for a minute, then you know about the notebook. Okay. You might remember when it was a spiral notebook, but you know, we take down notes every episode, every season. Okay. We get the notes in there and we get to having our references. Child, I can go back any season you want. You want to talk about what you want to talk about? You want to talk about Salt Lake City season 3, episode 9? We can do it. You want to talk about Potomac season 7, episode 8? We can do it. Okay. Whatever you want to talk about. What else is then? You want to talk about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip? We can talk about it because it's in this book. All right. So the way recaps and chit chats will work, I am really trying not to like cough my head up every time I breathe in. It's taking it out of me. But the way that this is going to work from now on is the recaps will be here on YouTube. And then I will break up the clips on YouTube and put them on TikTok. Okay. Packing the mail is gone. Like this, I don't know. I can't be singing on here. I don't know what the rules are. Okay. We talked about Roni Legacy at the beginning, friend, but we can do it one more time. Listen, I don't get it. I don't get it. If you were still going to give us Roni Legacy, then you should have just let her come to BravoCon. You should have just let her come to BravoCon. You should have just let the fandom grill her at BravoCon. It's performative. It's performative. If they really cared about the community that Ramona had already offended and continues to offend, it would be a clean cut. There would be nothing to talk about. We would be mad. We would go back to the drawing board. We would figure out new shows, but we would make a clean break. Their inability to do that speaks volumes to how they perceive our community, which is always part of the issue on my end with being a Black Bravo content creator. It's also one of the reasons why, again, they wasn't getting $1,500 of my dollars. No. No. They was not getting $1,500, $2,100 of my dollars because they actively play in our face on a regular basis. And this that I give them that's going to have to be enough. She told her, never will a rock cry out in my name. Like she said, I know how to speak for myself. I absolutely do. And I appreciate that, you know? I do appreciate that, guys. We will see where the news will take us tomorrow. You know, we are working up to being here Monday through Friday from 9 to 10. That is what we're working on. You know, I'm only human and I'm not monetized on YouTube. So just bear with me. We are getting there. Amen. We are getting there. In the meantime, in between time, go to the recap. This, everybody has homework assignments. Okay. Go to the recaps on YouTube. Share it with somebody. Okay. Once you do that, go to the podcast. The link is in my bio on TikTok. Share it with somebody. It's episodes with a bunch of people. Scroll down, find the name of somebody that sounds interesting, and just send it to one person. That's it. If you're not following, that's extra credit. If you're not following on Spotify, follow on Spotify. If you are not following here on YouTube, okay? Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all them things that them people in them YouTube videos be telling you that you are supposed to do, okay? Because again, every little bit helps. If you were here on TikTok and you're not following, follow me. If you were here on TikTok and you've seen a video that you like, share it with somebody. It don't matter which one, just pick a video. Pick a video and share it with somebody. Okay. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. We about 10 minutes shy of an hour, but I don't have nothing else to talk to y'all about for 10 minutes. Hello, you beautiful people coming in from TikTok. We were over here on YouTube. We are getting ready to end it unless anybody has a comment before we leave, something that they want to touch on, they got an opinion on. While you're thinking about it, let me give you one we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about Queen Latifah entering the chat, okay? We did not talk about how DJ Academic got all that yep. A lot of tongue, a lot of lip, a lot of mouth for a lot of girls, okay? But when a man talks back to him in that same dip energy, now we're breaking down crying. Whoa. Tears. That's crazy. That's crazy. Tears? What are you crying for? When have you ever cried before? And when have you ever cared about the possibility of making anybody else cry? Take your tears, put them in a bag, and put them in your back pocket, because we don't care. Somebody in my comments also wanted to leave a thing in capital letters being very clear. And I thought I said it in the video, though. Queen Latifah did not make the post. She reposted it. But again, the fact that she was even aware and cared enough to share something of clearly similar thoughts on a situation lets us know how far it has gone. Okay. Until next time, guys, it's been real. It costs $0.99 to be a good person. So make sure you just get out there and do it. And if you can't, that's cool. Just keep your bad energy to yourself. All right. Yay.